Welcome to CITC 2323. This is Elias Lab for Lab 6.2, Managing Certificates. Objectives for this video are demonstrating key archival and recovery. So we're configuring the KRA certificate template, configuring certificate managers, enabling KRA, and configuring user templates. Now let's go ahead and configure key recovery agents. So first thing we're doing is going to our manage, tools, certificate authority. Expanding the Contoso, certificate templates, manage, and then key recovery agent. And we're just gonna duplicate template. Okay, so once we duplicate it, go into the general tab, and we're gonna name it corporate key recovery agent. And then security tab, and let's go ahead and add a user count. Let's go ahead and add J Bronze. Okay, and let's give him the enrollment and the read permission. Okay. Alright, and then we're going to go into our serve console. And then from here we're going to right click it, new certificate template to issue, and let's go to our corporate key recovery agent, click OK. Okay, so let's kind of begin with the first exercise. We'll be importing and exporting our digital certificates. So export one, and then we'll delete it, and then we'll restore it by importing it. And we're in our server 1 currently. First thing we're doing is going to our start, type MMC, just give it a second to load. Alright, so once we're in here, we're going into our console. So, here, so you go to File, Add/Remove Snap-ins, then double click Certificates. From here, click Computer, Next, and Finish. Okay, then under the console root, we're going to expand our certificates. I'm going to expand personal, and we click the certificates below it. And we're going to right click our server1.contoso, all tasks, export. Then we're going to do next. Click yes, next, next. And then for the password, I'm just going to use the standard password. Then location, we'll do C:\server cert.pfx as extension, and next, finish it. Then once it's successful, okay, and then we're going to go into our console. We're going to right click server.contoso.1, and actually I'm going to delete it. Okay, now let's just go ahead and begin with the importation. So we're going to open up our File Explorer, C drive. Double click the server cert.pfc file. Then we're going to select local machine. Okay, let's go ahead and begin with the next exercise. We'll be renewing a certificate authority certificate. So if this digital certificate expires for the certificate authority, digital certificates maintained by the CA will also become invalid. Therefore, in this exercise, I will be renewing the digital certificate for the root and all subordinate CA certificates. So we're inside of our DC, and the first thing we're doing is going into our server manager, tools, certificate authority. In this certification authority console, we're going to right click our Contoso and choose all tasks and renew CA certificate. And then yes. Then no. Okay. Okay. Then let's go over to our server 1. Close it out. Save. Tools. Certification authority. And from here, we're going to right click. All tasks. Yeah. Renew CA certificate. Yes. No. Okay. And that will conclude. Let's go ahead and begin with our next exercise, configuring auto enrollment. In this exercise, I will configure group policies to perform auto enrollment of digital certificates. So the first thing we are doing is going into our tools, group policy management of our domain controller. Alright, so now we're going to expand our forest.contoso domain. And from within here, we're going to right click our default domain policy, which there it is. Okay, so right click it, if it loads, choose edit, in the editor, expand our user configurations, and expand the policies, expand window settings, expand security settings, and we're going to highlight the public key policies. And then we're going to go to the right pane over here, and we're going to double click the client for auto enrollment. Then we're going to click enabled. Alright, and then once we have that changed to enabled, we're going to click to let's see, renew, and then remove, which is all in one. Okay, so so once we have that selected, we're going to be selecting update certificates that use certificate templates, and okay. Then the right Let's go ahead and begin with our next exercise, configuring auto-enrollment. In this exercise, I will configure group policies to perform auto-enrollment of digital certificates. So the first thing we are doing is going into our tools, group policy management of our domain controller. Alright, so now we're going to expand our forest.contoso domain. And from within here, we're going to right click our default domain policy, which okay. So right click it, if it loads, choose edit, in the editor, expand our user configurations, and expand the policies, expand window settings, expand security settings, and we're going to highlight the public key policies. And then we're going to go to the right pane over here, and we're going to double click the client for auto enrollment. Then we're going to click enabled. Alright, and then once we have that changed to enabled, we're going to click to let's see, renew, to renew, and then remove, which is all in one. Okay, so once we have that selected, we're going to be selecting update certificates that use certificate templates, and okay. Then the right Okay, let's go ahead and begin with the next exercise. We'll be creating a new user certificate template. So in this exercise, I would create a new user certificate and then make that certificate available to all other users. So the first thing we're doing is going into our certification authority. We're going to our server, expanding it, then we're going to right click our certificate templates, and we choose manage. Then in the certificate templates console, we're going to right click the user template, and choose duplicate template. And let's click the general tab. Then in the display, we're going to be typing corporate user certificate. Okay. Then we're going to click the subject name tab. And then we're going to clear the include. And we're going to clear the email. And we'll click the extensions tab. application policies. And from here, we're going to click edit. And let's look at first. And let's see. Let's add a smart card. Log on. Okay. And okay. Now let's go to superseded templates. And we're going to click add. And we'll click the user template. Okay. And then we're going to click our server, our security tab. Click authenticated users, which is already selected. Allow auto enroll. And enroll. Then we're going to OK it. And we're going to close out the console. We're going to right click our certificate templates, new, and we can and in conclusion of this lab, we demonstrating key archival and recovery by configuring the KRA certificate template, configuring certificate managers, enabling KRA, and configuring user certificates.